Welcome everyone to My AI Live. Today is Thursday, February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day and my business partner's birthday. So I'm very, very excited for my friend's birthday, and it's going to be a good day today. I want to show you some things that I saw that were really, really fun today to talk about some engagement posts. So first of all, if you're brand new, please put a 1 in the chat for me so I know to give you some extra help today. And then if you've been here before, please put some 7s in the chat so I know who my people are who are seeing some new things. Brian, good to see you. Glad you are here today. So we get together every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for the My AI training. We are teaching you social media. We are also showing you the incredible My AI system, different things that you can do with it. Social AI, social to lead, NowSite Nav, this whole combination together that's really helping you keep track to not only create new conversations, but to remember who to follow up with. And of course, be able to build the tribe where you have the product users and the business builders that you are looking for. So with that, I want to talk to you a little bit about engagement posts again. All right. Engagement posts are huge. And the reason for engagement posts is because you want to warm up your algorithm and get your algorithm going as much as possible before you ever make a product post or a post about your business opportunity or a curiosity post going in that direction, right? Super, super important to get the engagement posts going. Now, this is what many people in social media will do. And many of your companies will tell you to do this. Don't do this. They'll tell you to do this because this used to work 10 years ago. And when they built their business, it worked. But, dial-up also was a great thing at one time too, right? You've got mail. That used to be the most exciting thing. Now, super fast. And if we get to dial-up speed on our internet, we're pretty upset. It's like, what's wrong with the internet? And that used to be a great thing. So many of our companies will teach us things that are outdated. They don't work. And they built incredible businesses doing these things 10 years ago. And so it's really important to know the trends and things that are working now, the way Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of the algorithms are working now, not 10 years ago. Because if you try to just cold message and spam today, like it worked 10 years ago, it did worked really good 10 years ago. You try to do it today, you'll actually be smushed by Facebook, right? They actually have a spam folder now because it doesn't work. Okay, so creating a relationship does work really, really, really well. And so what we want to do with that is to be able to engage people so they are engaging with our posts. So we've been talking a lot about when somebody engaged with our posts to have that comment list and make sure that we're commenting on their posts so we can change the algorithm of whatever social platform we're on to more match up with what we want to see. So when all the political things changed, did everybody's newsfeed change to a lot of things that were a lot different suddenly? Anybody notice that dramatically your newsfeeds changed? So we can bring those back to what we want. And we want our newsfeed to be reflective of what it is that's going to help our business, not just whatever's in the world going on, right? And so one of the great ways to do that is to make that comment list that we've been showing you this last week and some of last week also, and to comment on those people's posts. That's part 2 of the system, right? Where we comment on other people's posts. We want to do that. Here's the other thing that's really fun and neat that we can do though. We can create engagement posts that bring engagement on our own social media. So engagement posts could be questions. They can be funny things. They can be, and how many people here like pets, dogs, or cats? Either or. Anybody like dogs or cats? Keep your hands up. For everybody who likes likes dogs, cats, animals of any kind, please raise your hand. Okay. For all of you, do you stop at a funny cat or dog video or reel? Do any of you stop at those? Okay. Okay. Because they're funny, right? It works for a lot of things. Now, for some of you, you're sitting here going, I don't like pets. I don't like animals. I will not step in a video. Perfectly fine. But it's kind of like how on Facebook, there are people who like stories and there's people who like reels and there's people who like the newsfeed. Who here watches reels? Raise your hand. It's a lot of video content going out. Now keep your hands up for everybody who watches reels. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. We're going to play a game real quick. Okay. Now keep your hand up if you make reels. So you can see that you are consuming the content and you see how valuable the content is because you're consuming it. Good idea we want to be able to activate you in doing them also and you making reels. Okay. Raise your hand if you like stories. If you like the stories, raise your hand. If you watch stories more than you do the news feed, raise your hand. Okay, so we have some people who like the stories more than the news feed. Okay, if you like the news feed more than stories, raise your hand instead. Now, what I'm trying to show you here is everybody's different, right? And so we don't want to engage with just one type of social media. And we don't want to say, like what I was beginning with at the beginning of this, where you many times your companies are telling you stuff that have worked 10 years ago. Just post the product all over your page. Anybody ever heard that one? Just keep posting your product. Just keep posting your product over and over again. You'll get, and you may, and here's the scary thing about it. You do get a little bit at first. You will get a little bit at first, right? A little bit of people like, oh, well, what are you doing? You know, and so and then you may get a couple of sales and it's deceiving because you think, oh, well, all I have to do is just keep doing this. I'm just going to keep posting. And then your algorithm dies. And many people have killed, by the time they come here, they've killed their algorithm. Like they've killed it. Nobody's following them. Nobody wants to know what they're doing. Okay. It's kind of like the person who gets into network marketing and has burned their whole list so bad. You're like, they call and everybody ghosts them. It's like, I'm not talking to you. Okay. But there's a way to recover this, right? And one of the best ways to recover your algorithm, no matter what platform you're on, are engagement type posts. And engagement posts can be anything from a question to something funny to something silly. Pet things work really well for this. And so the reason I wanted to talk to you, reels stay up forever, Paul. Stories stay up for 24 hours, reels stay up forever. Well, forever in the eyes of whatever industry. Yeah. Okay. So the reason I wanted to talk to you about it today is because I have a friend who is amazing at engagement posts. Like seriously, he has the funniest posts all the time. And of course, I was going through the news feed because I'm like, what do we want to teach on today? So I was looking at Instagram and Facebook and videos and all that stuff. And I ran across this post and I almost peed my pants. Can I say that on camera? I was just cracking up. It was so funny. And I was just like, oh. And then I thought, you know what? We don't really talk about comedy enough as an engagement post. But he always has people back and forth. And then when he does actually talk about a retreat or something else that he's doing, he's already got a lot of people that are already paying attention to his posts because they're always so funny that they're listening to the next thing automatically, right? So I wanted to show you this post. And first, let me go ahead and take you over to the official corporate NowSite group, just so you know exactly where you will find. I think I have people in the waiting room. Deborah, can you help me with the waiting room? Would you mind? You okay with that? Thank you so much, sweetie. All right. So let's go over here. I'm going to go over to the official corporate NowSite group. I want you to be able to see, this is where, if you're brand new, this is where you're going to find your replays at, right? You're going to find your replays here at the official corporate NowSite group. And of course, you want to make sure you're a part of this group. Just hit, to join. All of your meetings will be showing up here for special events and things like that. So you want to make sure you have that. Now, if you want to know about me, my name is Elizabeth Larson. I'm a personal business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, author, speaker, and a professional network marketer. I've been building businesses online for a very, very long time. Didn't even realize how long it was until Facebook started giving me memories. And I was like, wow, kind of blew me away how long it's been. So love what I do. Love helping people get to where they want to be. Okay. This is his post. Okay. This is Rob's post. Raise your hand if you get it. Keep your hand up if you get it. When you get it, raise your hand. When you get it, when you get it, when you get it, raise your hand. When you get it, keep your hands up. When you get it, raise your hand. When you get it, they still have a couple of people not raising their hands. May not want to play. That's okay. No coffee challenge for 3 days. Okay. First of all, who would like that challenge? Ooh, that just sounds painful. But thankfully, it's on February 29th, 30th, and 31st, which does not exist. So we are all good. Okay. All right. So Rob does just some hilarious posts. Like he just cracks me up. I saw this no coffee and I was like, what the heck is he doing now? Because he's always got stuff he's doing, right? And I'm like, why would you do that? And then thankfully I saw the dates and then out of my chairs. All right. So how many of you thought that was funny? Raise your hand if you thought it was funny. If you didn't think it's funny, you don't have to raise your hand, but if you did, okay. So he has, what the heck is this? That was bizarre. Okay. All right. So he has 64 comments. He has 7 shares. Now here's the thing. Shares get you a lot of attention by Facebook because then they say, oh, the comment's important enough to share. He has 181 likes, loves, laughs, everything else. Now, these are 64 comments, but he's not even working these comments. So this was posted February 7th at 8:45 a.m. It just came across my newsfeed today. That means somebody was commenting on it, which kicked it back up into the newsfeed. If all of these comments had actually been replied to by Rob, if he had actually been asking questions back like what we teach, right? If he had done all of those things, that is all these different conversations he could have started engaging in with people. So right now, let's just guess 64. What would 64 new conversations start doing for you? Mm-hmm. Exactly, Audrey. Uh-huh. Right. So let's look at a couple. Let's go ahead and check out his profile, okay? He is a fun guy. I really like him a lot. He's incredible. So he always posts inspirational things. Or, in order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experience that shaped you. Amen. Expectation is the root of all heartache. Valentine's Day in Texas. Anybody live in Texas? Do I have any Texas people here? Is this true, Paul? Yeah? Valentine's Day is a heart-shaped steak. All right, biggest mistake you could ever make is being too afraid to make one. So he either has always inspirational things, but notice the inspirational things don't get a lot of comments because he doesn't really write anything with them and he doesn't ask a question, right? What are the things that we tell you? But he still gets a lot of people looking at his posts. Why? Because they're funny, because they're cute, because they're inspirational, even though he doesn't get a lot of engagement on some of them. Okay, so see what this was. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Many of us crucify ourselves between two thieves, regret for the past and fear of the future. I realize that phrases like hang up, dial the phone, roll up the window, floppy disk for save are now figurative. Guide to Southern grammar. You, y'all, and all y'all. Cute. Okay. So one of the things that you can do to start getting more people, and really here's the thing that I want you to think of. Oh, I remember that. Oh yeah, 1 year clean, and then I run into the dealer in front of the grocery store. I have to stay away from Adrian and the Girl Scout cookie season because I will buy them up. Okay, so you guys get the hint, right? Why did I stop to look at Rob's post? as soon as I see his name, Rob Rowe, I stop. Even before I see the post, I stop. Why? Put in the comments why. Throw some things in the comments. Why?
You like them and they're funny.
Yep. Because I know his content's going to either inspire me or make me laugh. So everybody see Cheryl who just answered here? I know her branding. She lives in Lancaster, California. She is blessed and highly favored, the only way to travel. I know her branding. If I see her name, I know what to expect. When Deborah posts, Deborah Smith here, everybody say hi to Deborah. $1 Million Smile. Okay. She's known by us who love her for her smile, her heart, and her stance in what she believes. It's beautiful. If her name comes up, I know exactly what to expect for her posts. What are you known for? If somebody sees your name, what's the first thing that they think? If I see Sarita, everybody say hi to Sarita. Hi, Sarita. When I see Sarita, I know it will be a post about health and wellness. I know it will have value. And I know if I take the time to read that post, I will get something out of it. I know that. What are you known for? What do you want to be known for? See, it's very easy to make a video using somebody else's video and just nod. It can get you some followers, and I'm not against it. Okay. But nodding at somebody else's words is not branding you with what you want to be known for, right? So what do you want to be known for? So let's come over here to our NowSite system and start utilizing it to make some posts about what we want to be known for. Now, you could go and make a coffee post just like that. You could be known for funny. You could be known for funny and inspirational. You could be known for giving great tips on keeping your mindset straight. You could be known on Brett right here. He is a financial coach. He could give great financial tips, watching, where you spend your money on certain things, or how to save money by doing certain memberships or something like that, or how to get rid of things that you're not using and stuff like that. He could give you great sound financial advice, right? So if he's posting everyday tips on financial advice, and it's giving a lot of value out, every time I see Brett's name, I will know there's my financial tip for the day. And what you want to be is known for something so much that somebody, if they don't see you, they go look for you. Or I go look and see what Tina's doing, or I go look and see what Sarah's up to. I go look and see what Eric's doing. I go look if it doesn't come across my news feed. That's where you want to be, right? Okay, so let's come over here. Let's use our beautiful NowSite system design. Yay. Hi, honey. Okay, so we come over here, post on social media, comment on posts, and start new conversations. This is what we do. So we go to now.site, we log in. These are the 3 things we do every day. Now, the other thing we do is we come over here to our daily checklist and we see what is it that the system is telling us to do today. I have step 1 of 8. I have 8 steps to complete with Crystal. And my step today is to write a message. Now, I can reset the reminder for tomorrow or 3 days or 7 days if I'm not ready to do that. If I've done it, I just hit the X, and then it will give me my next step when it's the next time for the step, right? That is what's so great about the NowSite Nav and what we've been going over. And if you're brand new, stick around. We go over a different part of the system every single day. So I will come over here and I'll see all the things that I need to do, right? Oh, it's time to talk to Steve. Okay, so Steve, it's time to talk to you. So when I'm done with that, I will click that I'm done. When I'm done, I click done. And each time, and when I have those done, then it will tell me the next thing to do the next day, right? So follow up, build rapport with Tabitha Holtz. Tabitha hasn't been on a call, so I sent her a birthday message 2 days ago, and I want to follow up with her and see how she's doing to get re-engaged with her. Who was here when I made that thing, right? Here it is popping up now on my thing to tell me what to do. So I have my list of things to do here, and then I complete these 3 steps. I post on social media, comment on posts, and start conversations. So let's make a post today. Now, if you wanted to do a post like Rob's, you could come over here and say, write me a funny post about doing a 3-day no coffee challenge. Okay, generate. Now, when this comes up, I'm doing caption and suggested image because I'm not going to just take Rob's image, right? I'm going to go make my own. I'm going to go make my own image. So I'm going to go get a cup of coffee and put some words on it. Now, you can use a lot of other photo programs out there and stuff like that. There's a ton of them out there. But for the most part, you really don't need to, because the NowSite system actually comes with photos that you can put your own words on. Okay, embarking on a 3-day no coffee challenge. Day 1, clenching my cup. It's just chamomile tea. Wish me luck. Day 2, brain is fog, but my resilience and patience is brewing strong. Day 3, who knew I could function without caffeine? I would get rid of all of this and say, embarking on 3-day no coffee challenge. Join me on this fun but jittery challenge. Anyone else going challenge? I'm going to take it right here, and I'm actually going to take part of it out. And this is the cool thing. You actually don't have to use everything. Okay, now I'm going to change the image. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get a cup of coffee. Coffee. All right, Deborah, where are you? Where's my sidekick for the day? Which picture should I use for the coffee? Should I use the one at the top left, the one at the top right, the one in the middle bottom, or the one in the middle bottom right?
I like the one top left.
Top
It's got
left?
the red. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that one. We're going to come over here to edit image. And now I'm going to put in my text. 3-day no coffee challenge. All right. I'm going to increase my font size. So if you ever see something funny that you want, okay. So if you ever want to do something, you see what somebody else has done and you're like, oh, I want to make a post like that. You go like this and you could just make your own photocopy and hit okay. Change the font. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me find coffee again. All right. Here we go. Try this one more time. Add text to the image. I got to change the font. I like Railway. There's an extra E there. Challenge with B, 29th, 30th, and 31st. Whoops, 31st. All right. Now, overlay color we'll do at the end. Let's go ahead and change the font size real quick. Let's get that big enough that people could actually see it. And let's square this off some. All right, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to square it off. All right, hit OK. Now I'm going to bring this over so it's a little bit more square, because then I can use it on different platforms. Add, okay. Embarking on a 3-day no coffee challenge. Join me in this fun but jittery. Are you joining your thoughts below? All right. Simple. Get started, post. Very easy to make a funny post. I have that on here. I add to my post. I'm going to take my coffee thing. I'm not going to take his photo. I'm going to put my photo and then hit next and then post. All right, perfect. Now I'm going to come over. Here we go. Start my 3-day no coffee challenge with me. Let's see how many people get this. This is going to be hilarious. Okay. All right. So that easy to make a post, that easy to create text. And if you want that photo that I just posted, feel free to steal it. Like, that's why I actually posted it. So anybody that actually wanted to use it, feel free to go copy mine and take that. So here's the thing. Did I actually put the 40th? I thought I put the 30th. Did I? No, 30th. Okay. Here's what I want you to remember. You're only looking on social media to get to the point where you're known for something or for a couple of things where people see your name and they stop and they want to see your content. There are people out there right now where I see their name and I don't even look at their content anymore. I scroll by. There are people that I snooze their content. Because if somebody's just buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, I don't want to see it on there. And if somebody's negative and mean, I don't want to see that either. because I just want to live a peaceful, joyful life. So you have to think about what is it that you want to be known for? What's the message in your heart that you want to get out? What is it that you want to post about? Because the people who are the most successful in this industry have a message. They're known for something. Tom's known for being a recovering alcoholic, a hot mess, hair on fire, love like crazy, then love more. There's these things that he's known for, right? That is his branding. He didn't have to go and just put a Facebook banner up for the branding. His branding was everything that he posts and does, right? So let's go ahead and take 5 minutes. Let's make our posts. We'll do questions at the exact same time. Would love to see some of your posts. So I have Glenn already that wants to show a post. So that's also. So let's do our 5 minutes. I'll put the posts up and then we'll go over to Glenn's and anybody else that wants to share their post. All right, Carol. Good morning, sweetie.
Good morning. Hey, yeah, I'll share mine also, but I have a question or two. When you asked and you were showing us something and you said raise your hand, do you mean physically or do we have to still use the reaction down there? You were showing something and you had your screen was showing, say, one of Rob's posts or something, but then you were asking us to raise our hand. I was raising mine physically at first, but did you mean we have to raise the hand?
No, normally when I just say raise your hand if you like, if you like stories or something like that, I'm actually looking at you guys on my screen and I'm looking for you guys. So
I didn't know if you could still see us when you had a different screen up, though. That's why.
yeah, I've got a pretty great setup here. I've got this big giant screen that I actually see all of you on, and then I have my little screen where I can work on too. So yeah, it's pretty sweet setup.
And then when other people are finished, I have one to show.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks for your question, sweetie. All right, cannot wait to see some posts today. That's it, Lori. Be worth following. I'm not giving up coffee. My first business coach was always talking about how to be so true to your word that you do, you make your yes mean yes and your no mean no. And he was talking about something, and in teaching all that, he says, I'm going to do hot yoga. And then he looked at everybody, he says, I'm not going to do hot yoga. And I just fell over laughing. He was like, I don't know, how old was he at the time? Must have been 65, 70 at the time. Just really gruff guy. And older gentleman, always wore suits, just really this he was a multimillionaire in oil and patents and stuff, and just hilarious man. And when he said hot yoga, I just thought it was just the cutest thing. And then he's like, I'm not doing hot yoga. Anybody here do hot yoga?
I did it once.
Once was enough, Carol?
Yeah, it was hot. Way too hot. Yes. You were actually, yeah, you could, sometimes the floor was wet because you were perspiring and sweating, and it was not fun. No. But they didn't have the air on or any, I mean, yeah, it was in Florida and it was hot. Doors were open, yeah, way too hot.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like fun to me. All right. Let's go ahead and start sharing some posts real quick. We have see. What was that? I don't know. Somebody was accidentally unmuted.
No, I was saying that it sounds like it's very smelly in hot yoga.
It does, doesn't it? Like that just doesn't sound like.
I don't think I would enjoy that at all.
I don't think I would either. I'm all for stretching and exercise and stuff, but I don't know. Like yeah.
Under AC, yes.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, Glenn, let's see. First, what do we see? We see his name right up here, remember? So you're going to get the thought of Glenn. Next thing you're going to see is this. Don't forget, this month we celebrate the 3 days when the man is always wrong.
That's cute too.
Glenn, that is fabulous.
Well, I did that before my morning coffee, and Lori caught that I made a typo on the 40th, but I should have probably left the 40th there, because you're going to get a lot of reaction from people say, hey, dumb guy, it's not the 40th.
Awesome. This is hilarious. Okay. Attention, old men. This one's for all you guys out there. Don't forget, February is our month when we get to be right always, finally. For 3 whole days, men everywhere get to celebrate being right always. It's on February 29th, 30th, 31st. We got this, guys, right? Okay, honey. Yes, you're right. There's only 28 days in February this year. Hard to tell her we have one extra day since it's a non-leap year. Shh. What will you be doing on the 29th, 30th, and 31st? This is awesome, Glenn. This is so cute. I cannot wait till tomorrow to see how many different reactions you get from that. That is fantastic. Absolutely better. Okay. Let's come over here for Carol. Carol, today, that's yesterday. I thought do you have a post for today?
Yesterday, actually, but
Oh, okay.
I went,
No problem. Universal prayer. So far today, God, I've done all right. I haven't gossiped, haven't lost my temper, haven't been greedy, grumpy, nasty, or self-centered. I'm really glad about that. But in a few minutes, God, I'm going to get out of bed. I'm going to need a lot of help.
That's good.
okay, now speaking of today, then I should have asked, how about anybody else, or a question with that?
Good question. Yeah, I would have been like, I would have probably put in the top part of it, like, this is my plan for the day. How long do you think I'll make it? Or how long did you make it? Or something, something cute like that. But here's the one thing I want. So you guys saw 2 posts that were funny, right? Raise your hand, first of all, if you thought either one of those posts was funny. And keep your hand up. Okay. Keep your hand up if you laughed. Okay. Now, I want to ask you, how did you feel when you laughed? Good?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the reason why I asked this. You look at the person's name, you look at the post, you laugh, you look at the person's name because you liked the post. We remember things more with emotion than anything else. Emotion sears memory, right? If you always look at a person's post and feel emotion, you will start to remember that person faster. Remember that when making your posts. Emotion drives memory. You start seeing somebody that always has a funny post, you start stopping on those to always watch. You see a comedian that always has funny things to say. There was this gentleman, I don't know, he's in his 80s or something. I sent it over to Steve. I can't remember the guy's name. Holy goodness of mercy, this guy was so funny. I just about fell out of my chair. And so now each time I see this guy, I stop because I know I'm going to get a giggle and I need a laugh. When I see Rob, what's his name, Steve?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen him before. He's hilarious. He's deadpan hilarious.
Oh my gosh, this guy is
He
so,
was. Did you see the one I sent you?
No, I haven't. I'll go
Check
look
it on Messenger. Yeah, it's good.
This guy's hilarious each time I see him. When I see Rob's post, I know that I'm either going to get some inspiration or some funny. I stop automatically. If I see Sarah, I know I'm going to have value and things that I'm going to use for my business. I stop. You want to create emotion with your posts if possible. Emotion of inspiration, emotion of gratitude, emotion of, and people are using this in the wrong way too. Right now with all the political stuff and everything else, they're using it for anger also. They're using emotion to get their posts going too. It can be used for the dark side or the opposite side or whatever you want to call it, the anger side, whatever you want to call it. It can be used on both sides, right? But you have to decide what you're going to be known for, right? All right.
One other thing,
Yeah.
we have, when you say you can only use 139 characters with the background and color, what I did was I created a colored square on a document, and then I typed it in and then took a screenshot so I could get that impact, but wasn't restricted because of that.
Exactly. And then you can do it in NowSite also, where you make a colored background in your NowSite photos and then use words too. can do the exact same thing.
I think,
Yours will be more creative though with backgrounds and stuff like that. But if you have backgrounds, if you have really cool backgrounds, you could upload them into your Now site and then put the wording on in there if you wanted like a photo too.
that's a great idea. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Was this helpful?
Mhm.
Did this give you some ideas?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So hard stop. Let's go ahead and break. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AI live. We need to get back and doing some video again too. I know some of you are like, but if we can get you activate now, one more time, raise your hand if you watch videos, reels, shorts, anything like that at all. If you watch or consume any video, reels, anything else. Okay. See all these people with all their hands up? Your audience is watching videos. If we can get you activated in videos, that will be really great. So we're going to cover more videos and stuff too. So we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AI live. Bring your questions, bring what you need. If you need a certain type of post made, bring it, bring the question. We'll help you make the post. We are building our businesses and our dreams together. So feel free to unmute as you go. I love you. And thank you so much for being a part of this amazing community. Have a great day, everybody.